здорово. Всем здорово. Так, а чё? Вот, вижу. Отлично. Нет, ну конечно продать он, точнее купить эти штуки у меня хотел за 2 хаоса, это очень печально, что у меня такой друг наклевывался. Друг наебщик. Ну да ладно. Мы не поддались на провокацию, а значит идем дальше. Так. Что мне нужно здесь? Читал, хотел пройти. Погнали. Слушай, знаешь что? Надо по максимуму. Ой, я это обманул. Там же 4 у меня. 4. Вот и давай. Раз. Additional Invasion Boss. 2. Poison. Угу. Блять. Крафтят монстры, ну ладно, не беда. Players increase chance damage. И что последнее там у меня? Lightning damage. Ну, нормально. Блин, халва прикольная. Халва с кофе, это прикольно. Вот. Накинул 4. С фрагментом. Чем еще можно обмазать это все? Да, все. Погнали. Интересно, мама про эту халву говорила, покупала или нет? Что так долго? Больно? Блять, ну я сейчас сдохну из-за этого синдиката. Текстуры не прогружены, синдикат. Пожалуйста, не умирай. Охуенно, блять. Сука, ебаная, блять. У меня нет слов, нахуй. Заебали эти синдикаты. Серьезно. Если бы не лагануло, я бы без проблем их там разъебал. Блять, как заебало, просто серьезно. Видишь, разъебываются. Где? Все, блин. Сказал же разъебу. Значит разъебу. Я говорил. Говорил. Предупреждал? Предупреждал. Нахуй. Ага. Базар нету. Сейчас это будет. вкусная халва вообще. Надо было еще взять. Ну, конечно, еще. На дня 2 хватит, но все равно. Армора. Свал с килом этим гемом. Слушай, я так и не прочитал, что он дает прям такое. Ну, добавляет армор, понятно. And take some of the damage from hits for you before being... понятно. Depleted each second. The skill deals reflected damage to surrounding enemies based on the damage taken from the buff in that second. When the buff expires and is depleted, the skill deals reflected damage to enemies around you, based on the total damage that was taken from the buff. Modifiers to skill effect duration also apply to the skill soul gain prevention. Это не очень понял. Баф может взять до 60% дамага от моего армора, вплоть до 30 тысяч. Распешно. Слушай, Т-15 вообще чистится с терминус эстом. Так-то. Единственная проблема у меня это реально с выживаемостью. Ну как проблема? Она уже с файл shell'ом не такая уж и проблема стала вроде как. Реально мне что-то проще выживается. Он же не дает мне уже обычно. Как бы дает. Ну чё, где там делириум? Поехали. Вообще нет, сначала кассию. Нет, сначала делириум. Слушай, а чё, и кассию никто не мешает открыть. Ох, ёпта. Здесь вот замораживаю еще надо пробахать. Так вот. Блять, быстрее. Блин, не успел. Ну, закрываю же это дело. Один шанс стоит. Блин, а точно, да? Я теперь вообще сомневаюсь. Во всяких там стоимостях. Ну да, тут без сомнений говно. Кассию, делириум, понятно, все, да. Hello. Так, это что у нас? Ого! Так, тут ролл прям хороший. От 39. Я продам его за 5 хаусов. С 13 до 20 хаусов вот это стоит. Шутка такая. Почему здесь столько стоит? Может кто пояснить? Все.
See you soon.
Я поел. Думаю, блайфы, короче, не проходить, пока не получу Старфордж. Чтоб потом разъебывать, блядь. Так, мне остался... Осталось еще 2 карты. Вот терраса, например. Слушай, может вообще мне пойти и с Ника побазарить? Надо все-таки деп проходить. Потому что там кач хороший по левелам. Я ж как раз здесь и получил 90 в прошлой лиге. Просто если я сейчас террасу куплю, то 15, это вообще не факт, что я там не сдохну. Какой-нибудь рандомной тычки опять же. Они сдохнут сами от меня. Ну, не особо. А у меня есть еще одно предположение по поводу того, как правильно оформить свою лист. Как делать так, чтобы она выпадала хорошая. Как только мне выпадет один экзаль, я начну фиксировать свои исследования. Потому что мне нужна точка отсчета. Какая-то. Сейчас уже довольно много времени прошло с тех пор, как мне выпал экзаль. Так, мне надо вниз, поэтому сюда. Погнали от сюда. Как долго этот лайф отвечает. Capacity. Кто мне что написал? Кто посмел отвлечь меня? Перчаточки же он захотел. Хаемо. Хае. Чё, блядь, молчим? Все понятно, блядь, иди нахуй. Заебали.
Hello. Fate will find you.
Так. Что я делаю? Я покупаю карту. Терраса. Ладно, похуй. Терраса. Я знаю, как терраса пишется так. Какой-то Т. 15. Все верно. Что там? 12 хаусов. 10. Давай. За 10 можно пройти. Купить. Ну давай. Усыпал сокровищами здесь свой хайдаут, блин. Купаемся в золоте. Бам. Бам. Опять же, фрагмент. Тун-тун-тун-тун-тун-тун-тун-тун-тун. Тан-тан-тан-тун-тан-тан-тан-тан. Текстурка, грузись, большая и маленькая. Вот эти две надо забрать. Это откинуть потом. Все. Текстуры загрузились вроде. Нет. Интересно, кому-нибудь выпадало 5 мироров с этих вот Сэмперуш слаг или нет? Карточек гадания.
My spirit is spent.
Six-link bow. Six-link bow. Неплохо. Тревожит мой покой.
spirits are spent.
Так быстро сдох? Серьезно? Это уникальный же был.
Traveling light.
Hello.
Hello. Что у нас тут? Говнище. Быстрее приди их делай. Очень говно это все.
I will see you again.
Вот так. Так, вон, все. Понять не могу, где это. Здорово. Что надо сделать? Without becoming fearful. Если надо засыпать на это говно было. Тяжко, конечно. Тут такой спам прям жесткий идет. Очень тяжко такую тему сделать. Интересно, конечно. Интересно. Это жесткий челлендж. Прям жесткий вообще. Ну, в том плане, что тяжело сделать, убегать от этих тварей, их там много, этих шариков вонючих летает.
The spirit is spent.
You are caught in a loop.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Again.
Нормально. Темпорал. Вообще. Похер на темпорал. Деревен прикоснулся. Ох, как медленно. Ну, может быть, я зря, конечно, так темпорал пошел. Морф.
is spent.
Жестко. Что за хуй? Не. Что было там? Не понял. Какой-то взрыв. Просто кто-то умер и cast and damage. Cast and death, блядь. Сработал. Я не понимаю. Честно, я не понимаю. Просто как идиот сдох. Непонятно от чего вообще абсолютно. И сейчас я не понял. Я не понимаю, блядь. Что за бред, блядь? Элементал я не делаю. Рефлектить урон я не могу. Это точно не рефлект. Крит какой-нибудь летает, конечно. Иначе никак. Там пару каких-то видов у меня и все. Так. Очень не понимаю, пиздец. Не буду я его проходить, заебало меня. Умирать, блядь, рандомно от какой-то хуйни на одних и тех же мобах. Полный, блядь, бред, нахуй. Какие-то особенные, блядь, мобы. Там не красный, я проверил. Не красный, нихуя. Обычный, блядь, желтый моб. Просто рарный моб. Все, блядь. Отлетаю просто как хуй знает кто. Почему, блядь, вообще непонятно. 4700 хп просто, блядь. Какой-то, блядь, взрыв делает. Хуй знает, блядь. 10 тысяч армора, блядь. 4700 хп. Отлетаю от какого-то желтого рарного моба. Охуенно, блядь. Бьюсь об заклад. Элдера бы отпиздить смог. Проще, блядь, чем моба этого вонючего. Ой, бля, пиздец. Пошли этого ебанем, заебало меня уже. Тварь.
Spirit is spent.
Да. Здесь, блядь, точно делов, короче, нужно, чтобы 90 апнуть.
shall cast you into a pit of infinite tortures.
Вылезла где-то, блядь, окошко ебучее. Давай отойди. Серьезно. Ему оставалась последняя тычка. Буквально. Что за Джейд амулет?
He will find only his own doom, endlessly pursuing my rescue. He will end up like me. Tell Zana. She was right. To seal us away, Cirrus must never meet.
Что за амулет не выпал? Это бред. Ну. $720 брони. Дальше. Next. Next. Здесь 4 заобтенил. Здесь 4. Сюда тоже 4 поместить. Давай лучше вот сюда сделаем. Сюда вот. Зеленый и синий надо сюда. А, ну и желтый. Давай все-таки эти вернем, короче, сюда. По одной причине. Вот эти. Сюда. Все. Теперь спамим ньюстир. Спамим ньюстир.
Everyone you trust has been replaced by illusions. They are trying to get you.
Не хочу играть в ваши КС. А, еще табук. Elemental Resistance R0, что? Лол. Что это за шутки такие? А это интересно, сколько стоит. Вот с джевелами вот с этими это вообще. So you can use up 5 single map. I never tried more. And what it does delirium. Yeah. Never runs out. Ты зайдешь в хайдаут, блядь, пожалуйста. So since it doesn't run out of the map, it never technically drops the items. So while you are in the map, it's always delirium in that map. So always smoky and such. But if you stay, put the currency 1 on the map. To make it so that you have a high chance in just getting currency drops random. And when the level up happens, down above. Нит? Что такое нит? Yeah, I can afford a few. Wait a minute, please. Uh-huh. Hey, hey. Can you please wait some time?
You're good.
Ah, yeah, okay. Right now it's okay. I just had to switch my output.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. By the way, sorry for my English.
You're good. I figured it wasn't your first language, so you're fine.
Okay. So I didn't get
orbs
some
are really
of
good.
your messages about
You're good.
how it works. So I understand that we can use maybe 5 or 6 orbs.
Yeah. So the orbs, if you use them on a map, it's going to make that entire map have the delirium area, so like the smoky fog thing. But you know how normally when you walk through the delirium portals, they will end eventually, you know, so you can pick up the items.
Yeah, and I had to go to the end of the map to not to lose this smoke, right?
Yeah. So yeah, with delirium, you have to just try to move fast, kill everything that you can to try to get that level up so you can get better items.
Yeah.
But whenever you do the orbs on a map, the entire map is always delirium. So, since it never ends, how do you get the items? How you'll get the items then is you just have an increased chance of dropping said items. And then also each time the level happens, so like say you level it up, it'll drop some of those items with whatever mob you killed to level up. So
Yeah.
basically it's like a delirium, but like way better for items. I don't know, they're really neat, but you also, if say you buy some of the orbs and stuff, you might get burnt because you might not, you know, make profit off of it still.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a risk, but if you pick up orbs, definitely use those on like some red maps if you're able to do red maps at delirium without dying. Because delirium does get hard sometimes, especially with certain map modifiers. But
So I have a question about drop items. I didn't see that some items losing from my vision. So after the delirium, I can get it. So which
They
items
lose
are?
from your vision?
Yeah. So after the delirium, I can get any item which was dropped in the delirium encounter. So which items are loses?
Like which ones aren't worth picking up, or I don't quite follow what you mean by you lose them.
You told that some items after the delirium encounter are losing, right?
They're dropped.
Yeah.
You don't. So after a delirium encounter, you won't lose any items. What'll happen is so.
Oh,
Say,
why are you saying that we have to speed up with catching items?
Okay, so with delirium, the reason why you would want to speed up and kill more people is just so that the level on the bottom before it ends, because you're on a time limit. It's not just a delirium when you walk through the portal. Isn't until to the end of the map. It's a set time limit. So you just want to try to kill as much as possible so that you get a better reward.
Yeah.
And then they'll all drop at your feet. A lot of the items, like armor items, are going to be kind of useless. You're going to want to kind of keep an eye out for talismans. Talismans can be really overpowered necklaces. The only downside is they're corrupt necklaces, so you can't craft on them or anything. But even so, they're pretty overpowered sometimes.
Corrupted amulets, right?
Yeah. So like, for instance, I'll whisper you and show you this amulet, because it's a pretty good one.
Wait a minute, I'm logging in into
You're
the
good.
game because it was crashed.
You're good.
So all amulets which I found was really trash, and I just
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of amulets are gonna be bad. But like with the delirium, you can sometimes get these talisman ones that were from some other league. I don't even remember what league it was, to be honest. But talismans can have modifiers that normal amulets won't have, so they can be pretty good if you get lucky. But some of them will be really bad or really pointless. So definitely you'll want to pick them up and check them. But unless they have an amulet, boots. So with amulets, belts, and rings, what I normally look for to determine if something's worth picking up and selling is if it has 2 or more resistances with life. Because you want life on all of these. Rings, amulets, belts, everybody only buys the one with life on it also. Good amount too, like 70 plus life.
Yeah.
And then bonuses are like, say, high attributes. So if it has a percentage to attributes or strength, or if it has, you know, a lot of strength or dex or int, people like that too.
Yeah.
Of course, if you get really lucky, you can find, I have a few like this. You can find ones that will drop with a percentage to life, which those are really nice. So they'll have like 7% extra to life.
Yeah. I see
But
your
yeah.
talisman right now. There are
Yeah. Yeah,
20
that's not even the one.
increase,
That's
yeah.
that's not even the one I'm using. That's just in my inventory. But that there has 16 to all element resistance, so that's tri-resistant. Then it's 13 to lightning, so that's 29% lightning, which is nice. And then it
Yeah.
has almost 80 life. I could probably sell that for 1 to 2 chaos, so not a ton, but I didn't have to do anything to it. I just picked it up like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they're pretty useful for quick sales usually, or you just throw them in a stash, you know. Because I normally have one stash or maybe a couple depending on later on in the league. I'll have a couple, but I'll have ones that are dedicated to just one chaos items. If I know an item is good, kind of like that amulet, but like not super good, I'll throw it in there, one chaos, just leave it there. Someone might buy it because I'll have the whole tab for one chaos. And even if it's not, it might be worth 2 or 3, but it's a lot easier for me just to throw it in my one chaos tab than to worry about that.
Yeah. I just got some. I just got the third tabula rasa. One
Oh,
of them
really?
I gave to my friend.
Yeah.
He's
Right
just
on.
started to.
Yeah,
level
tabula
up.
rasas are great for
Yeah.
starting with. What I would do, honestly, so there's 2 things you do with the tabula rasas, obviously. You can either keep them for yourself,
Yeah.
or you'll want to at least keep one. I always keep one for when I make new characters.
Me too.
Yeah, I always keep one for leveling new characters, but then the rest, you can either sell them for 9, 10C, 9 for a quick sale, 10C for eventual,
Yeah.
which is it's an easy 10C, or you can quality them up and try to val them, because you can get really lucky and turn a tabula into a 1-2x item.
Before I have to valid, what do I have to do? What I have
Okay,
to do?
so before valing anything, it's good to have high quality on it. So you say a tabula, you'll want to use
increasing
armor
my
scraps.
chance to go through.
Yeah, it'll help increase the chance for a better thing.
Yeah.
It's a low chance, like you will get burnt on this. I've turned this league so far, I've turned like 3 tabulas into just garbage. Because my Val just ruins them. It turns it into just a crappy rare or something. But it's a risk you gotta take, because you might get lucky and you might get tabula that's worth an exalt. So I mean, I don't know. Or you can just sell it for the 10C. So
Yeah.
there's a few things you could do with
I
it.
prefer 9. I just corrupted one tabula.
Yeah. With that one, since it's already corrupted now, luckily it didn't turn away from a tabula. What I would do is say you're saving one for yourself, and say you want to sell one, you could always just save the corrupted one for yourself, just because you know that it's a tabula, like it's not changing. Because it's harder to sell the corrupted ones, because most people want to eventually try that whole, qualitying up and valuing it themselves. So corrupted ones are a little harder to sell, but they're still useful. So
Yeah.
but and then boots. If you ever pick up any boots, there are a few bases for boots that can be pretty profitable. But the things you want to look out for in boots, of course, resistances. That's always nice.
Yeah, and movement speed.
Yep, resistance, movement speed, life, and then obviously there's also certain things on certain types of boots that are really nice. So like for instance, what would it be? Like, so for me, I would want increase for my build. I would want a lot of. I need a lot of strength for my build. So having high strength attribute will also make the price go up. Maybe a percentage increase of strength is always nice too.
Where is your build?
I'm a summoner. I summon a bunch of things.
Your minions damage is equal to. Not equal, proportional to your strength, right?
So kind of. I have this thing on my helmet that gives half my strength to my minions.
Is it helmet? Is it?
It's called the Baron close helmet.
Yeah, Baron. Yeah, right.
Yep. So I have over 1,000 strength right now, but that's because I need 1,000 strength for the Baron to be really good. So.
Previous week I sold Baron to someone less than 3 times.
Yeah.
It costs.
Yeah, I mean the Baron helmet honestly isn't super expensive for how good it is. It is almost a must-have for a minion build. You can do minion builds without it, but it's just so good.
What
And then
do
also
you,
I use Geoffrey's and such.
what do you think about it?
Willow Gift Jade Amulet, 10%.
It's
The
a
10%
trash,
reduced
right?
strength would hurt. That's 10% reduced, so that takes away strength.
Yeah. It just was
45
dropped
bucks,
from Baron.
Okay. I mean, how much would that be? See,
One
the bad thing
chaos.
about uniques is a lot of uniques are worthless
Yeah.
because they just can't be used with any build. There are certain uniques though that are in fact very expensive, but that's because they're rare or they are just that useful.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But see, Willow Gift. I don't even think you can necessarily get a chaos out of that. It's probably like an alchemy, to be honest. So it'd be either I would either NPC it or just if you want to take the time to sell it for an alch or a Val Orb, you might be able to get a Val Orb out of it eventually. But for the most part, I don't think it's going to sell for much. There are some uniques that are just they're NPC, or you just hold on to them. I hold on to like at least one of like every unique just because I'm OCD like that, but. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna want a unique and then not have the unique, so I always just hold on to at least one of each. But there are certain items that you'll always want to pick up. So like convoking wands, those can be really expensive if you get a certain roll on them. I always pick those up and check those. They're called. Here, I'll send you what one of them looks like. These can be really expensive if you get lucky and get. There's a certain minion modifier you can get on it. That's the +1 to socketed minions, or yeah, +1 level to socket minion gem. Yeah, if you get one of that on one of those, you can sell one of those for a lot. So always pick those up and at least check them. Two-toned boots, those are always a good pick. You always want to pick those up and see if you can. Like what they might have on it, so like you'll want to use the wisdom on it.
Yeah, my loot filter shows me such kind of items.
Right on.
Also,
Yeah,
I have this amulet on bestiary. I'm not telling that it's okay, but I know that the base of this amulet is really good.
The base is really good. Yeah. The marble amulets, because at 1.6% of life per second, it can be insane. Only, actually, that's a item level 82. Yeah, that one there might actually be worth trying to craft into something. Because that's another thing is that I've taken a lot of rares. I've taken a lot of rares, and at the crafting table, you know how you can craft dual resistance and such. I've taken a lot of like good amulets, boots, gloves, etc. that have high life and at least 1 resistance on it, and then crafted the other 2 with the dual resistance, cost 3 chaos, but then normally I can sell those for like 6 chaos. So then I can make 3 chaos off of it.
Yeah.
So you always want to look and think about like, oh, can I craft something on this and make it worth something?
Yeah.
Or, so on. Yeah. Because don't forget about that crafting table. You can make a lot of money off of that if you use it right.
I thought about it.
Yeah. It's a really expensive modifier, but if you get a good enough base on anything, there's the crafting thing called it's the multiple crafted modifiers. You can have up to 3 crafted modifiers with it. The modifier itself to do costs 2 exalt. But that's because being able to craft 3 different crafted things on it, there's certain things you can make that will be like 50 exalt just because of how insanely good it is.
Yeah.
Like for instance, honestly, if you got a couple good more good things on that amulet there and you did that 2 exalt thing to it and put like 3 really good crafted modifiers on it, it could potentially be like that. But most people do that on weapons and like boots and gloves. That's what most people will use that on, because that's what the best crafted things are. Because you're limited on putting stuff on amulets and stuff, so you can't make them quite as insane. But boots, gloves, and weapons, people will do that too. I'm currently stuck trying to get higher level maps. That's been my issue right now. I'm just having I've been completing the atlas, and I'm just not. It doesn't seem to be going up in map tiers right now. I'm kind of at a standstill.
And I'm going to complete my atlas and awake my atlas to maybe 8 level.
Oh yeah. I haven't played much since the Awakening of Atlases came out, like with the Conqueror of Atlas. So I haven't done that before. So I'm still looking forward to being able to do that this league. Because I've taken quite a few breaks from the game, but I've played for a lot of the leagues. And the amount I've played in the leagues actually shows if you look at my profile on this game. Just because my profile, you can look at my supporter badges, and I have a lot of supporter badges because I've paid for the supporter thing. Just
I
because
will check it right now.
Yeah, I recently, not super long ago, bought the really expensive Orion one, just because I liked it so much. It's got so much cool stuff in it, like cosmetic wise. So. The Path of Exile 2 is supposed to be coming out eventually.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
But see, it kind of confuses me, because Path of Exile 2 is going to be able to play with Path of Exile 1.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand that. That's going to be weird.
I think it's really good, because these 10 acts, I'm so tired because of it.
Yeah. I think they're gonna. I bet they're gonna be able to play once they get to mapping together, because mapping is kind of like a weird dynamic of like you're technically like bridging the worlds together. So like you're going to alternate dimensions almost. So I don't know. That's when I think they'll probably be able to play together. But yeah, I can't wait for Path 2. However, somewhat of a spoiler here. Path 2 is gonna have to have all new exiles, because all the exiles from this path get hung at the start of Path 2, technically. So it's going to be cool.
I see. You are in Path of Exile from January 27, 2013.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Me, since 9 of March 2014.
I see that, yeah.
But some maybe 1 year since 2014 to 2015, I'm not play. I didn't play.
I stopped playing from like 2016 to like 2019. Like I had a big break in between, but that's because I love the game. I every time I start playing this, I get really addicted to it and play the crap out of it, and then I gotta take a break. So
yeah, me too. I also did some break.
Yeah.
So I have to check some costs of my new Jewel. Maybe it will cost 35 chaos again. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, no, I just sold one for 30 chaos. Oh wait, hold on, minion damage. No, I already got one like that. Never mind. I was gonna say, because I use minions, so I might buy it from you, but I have one like that. That one there is gonna be a little bit harder to sell for a high amount. The reason why I say that only is it's got a bad roll.
Mana.
The ignite's not bad if you're using raging spirits.
Mm-hmm.
But the bad thing about it is that at 8 maximum mana, you could do a lot better than that. Like, because there's like, there's all of the, I don't know, elemental resistance ones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because like if you're ever lacking elemental resistances, this small jewel of mine would help out a lot. It's only got 2 passive skills, but those 2 passive skills are going to give 8 to elemental resistances and 15 to cold resistance. I don't know, 30 to cold resistance, since there's only 2 passives in it. So that's only 2 points, but that's 2 points to get 30 cold resistance and 8 to all. So like that's going to help a lot with the resistances. And that's only a blue one. But yeah, that the mana could definitely be re-rolled on that.
Why aren't you use regal orb to this jewel?
Say what? Why don't I use a regal orb?
Yeah, to this notable small cluster jewel. You can
Yeah,
regal.
see, I considered it. I think I would be better off, honestly, just scouring and trying again, because that is a good one. But I think it could be a lot better, because I think the fact that it gives cold, I think that's one of the highest rolls you can get for the elemental resistances, though, because it's a tier 3 one. But the other one, the prefix, is only a tier 1, which isn't that good. The hibernator thing. So I think I'd be better off just scouring and trying again on it, but I don't know. I'm not too. I haven't really done much crafting on jewels. I just kind of pick them up. If they're bad, I NPC them or drop them. But with yours, you have pretty high item level ones because you're doing high tier maps. Because I'm only doing tier 10 and 9 right now, just because I haven't really gotten much higher.
82.
Yeah, 82 is a pretty high item level.
Yeah.
So you could actually probably craft on yours and make them pretty good too.
I will check as is right now, and maybe
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, any ones that I deem somewhat worthy, like of selling, I just throw all in a single stash tab that I have just open for public, so that it'll show on PoTrade, and then people will message me like, "Hey, how much for this one?" And then I always tell them offer, and I just take whatever offer they say. Just because I don't know well enough, so if it's a good enough offer, I'm just
Me too.
at least I'm helping them out, and I just take the money. So like, it's not a big deal.
So where is this setting? It's really hard to check the price.
Yeah, no, these are the cluster jewels are honestly very hard to find, like specific ones, just because of how the nature of their modifiers and stuff. So if like you're trying to look on PoE trade and stuff, it's just a hard thing to do. But really all you can do is say you're looking for a specific one. The best thing to do is the implicit modifier, so that like top one that doesn't change, is just to put that in, and then just search for ones with that and just look for similar ones. Oh, here's someone buying one of my talismans. I just threw in my 1C thing. People get talismans off me really cheap, honestly, because you can buy pretty cheap talismans, at least from me. I sell these like tri-resistant good life ones for pretty cheap. That's just because talismans to me they can be good, but they're also really limiting because you can't craft on them, you can't re-roll them at all. So, because they're corrupted, so I just sell them pretty cheap. Most people would probably pay for more, but it's whatever.
So I can't find the same cluster jewel. What to do?
Oh, do you have any essences of fear?
Let me check.
Because those are minion ones. I've been looking for some of those. Yeah.
Yes, I have some of them.
How much would you be willing to sell them for? Because I'll buy any of them.
I have maximum screaming essence of fear. It's about Let me check.
Oh, that one's probably gonna be expensive. So, but
Screaming, one alchemy.
oh really?
Yeah,
I
really.
expected it to be more. I guess essences are pretty common for the most part. I'll buy whatever ones you want.
This one.
Let me see what that does. Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy that from you. You said how one alchemy?
For free. One alchemy. It's
Okay, sounds good to me. I won't I won't turn down handouts. So.
okay. Come on.
There are some essences though that I don't know. I can't remember which ones, but some of them do actually sell for a pretty good price. But thank you.
Some of them, yeah. I have.
I don't even remember which ones though that sell for a lot.
Check it.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah,
Nice.
but it's about 7 cows maybe.
Yeah. Even so, if you get higher, I believe if you get, because this is only the shrieking one, there's one above this one, but the dread ones also sell for a good amount, I think. Because that's a lot of armor you can craft onto a rare. So. And also the projectile speed's always nice too. It's just a decent one, but I don't have the highest form of it.
So, I'm going to complete new tier. I have some maps. Do you have acid caverns tier 15?
I don't have any red maps right now
Yeah.
because I'm still working up towards red maps.
Okay.
My build is able to do them, but I just don't have any yet. I'm still doing the lower ones.
Then I have to buy it.
Yeah, or you could always do you have, if you have any other tier 15, you could always just try to Orb of Horizons and see if you can get one.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to use this.
Or you don't want to use your orbs
Because there are. So, I have a lot of red maps right now, and it's really low chance to roll this
No, you're right.
summit map and
Yeah.
acid caverns map. I have only 2 these maps.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Summit tier 16 acid caverns.
Let's see. Oh, frick.
Acid. Tier 15, right? Right.
Yep. He said.
$10 chaos.
Tier 15 maps can be kind of pricey.
Yeah. Yesterday I lose 35 chaos because of server slack.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. I got a trial here if you still need to do those. It's a trial of piercing truth.
Piercing truth.
Yeah. I still haven't done all of them yet, so.
I have a deal.
Say what?
I have a deal.
A deal?
Deal with a trader.
Oh, right on.
I will buy the map right now. And have to... How can I say it? So, I forgot this word in English.
You're fine.
Pray. I have to pray that it should be physical reflect.
Oh, that it won't be, or that it will be. Do you want physical reflect?
No. I don't want.
Oh, okay. The way you said it, it would mean that you wanted it, so that'd be kind of weird.
No.
No, yeah, physical reflect is bad. Almost all builds can't do physical unless you're all elemental damage. Physical reflect is rough.
Yeah.
My build can't do it because my minions kill themselves. Yeah.
And are they blowing?
My minions, how are they glowing?
Uh,
Is that what you said?
are they blowing? No. Custom
No.
death or something.
Yeah, no, they my minions. My build is based off of my minions never dying. Like I don't want my minions to die. Because with my build, my minions dying is real bad, especially one of them. If my ancestral guardian dies, I lose 3x.
3x?
Yeah, I've spent 3x in gear for my ancestral guardian. Which means that if he dies, that's gone. But luckily, with that gear, the only thing that should be able to kill my ancestral guardian is maybe a hall of heroes, and like there's one other, but like most things can't kill him. He's pretty much indestructible.
How did you spend 3x for something which you can lose? I don't understand this.
It's because he's really good. He's worth it. Because what he does is he has this weapon on him. His weapon was, I think, ADC. His weapon, though, what it does is it'll increase the damage and everything of all my minions and such. So, like, it's like an aura, kind of. But then his armor and everything, like, also does this. But his armor is made to keep him alive so that I can kind of always have that extra damage boost. But, like, his armor itself is worth, like, 1.4x, I think.
Can you show it?
I can't show. I can't. The only way I could show it here, I'll show you. I'll look up the stuff because I can't take his armor. That armor is gone.
I can't imagine just how could you buy some person? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Some minion.
Yeah.
You bought some minion.
Yeah, it's a minion.
If
if he dies, it's gone.
It's gone, and you should buy another one, right?
Well, I'm not supposed to buy another one. I can only have one of them. But if he dies, I have to buy another one. Yes.
Yes, but so.
Yep. Well, I don't have. So here's the thing about this build is I do not have to buy it. But because like the animated guardian's what it is, he is optional for this build. He makes it better.
Yeah.
But the build is able to do all like if I get the right armor and stuff, the build is able to do everything without it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not necessary really, but it helps. But yeah, if he dies, it's all gone. So.
Yeah, I understand, but I don't really familiar with the animated guardian skill.
Yeah.
So I just used this once and that's all.
Yeah. Animated guardian, it's so like whenever I log off, I have to resummon them, but I just use the skill. I don't have the gear again. The gear as once you use animated guardian on a piece of armor or anything, that armor is considered destroyed for the most part. It's on the guardian, so it's helping you there.
So
it's gone.
Stop, please. So, I have to buy some item, weapon.
Yeah.
Right? And use animated guardian to some mobs.
So what you do is you go and map with this skill. You drop the item, and then you use the skill on the item.
Yeah.
And then the item is considered gone. If the animated guardian dies, the item is gone forever.
What the shit?
Yep. But it's because of that, the items you put on an animated guardian, you're supposed to make your animated guardian, if you use it, have ridiculous items, like ones that are just very, very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I have this helmet on it called Mask of the Stitched Demon, and that one there, yeah, that was almost 2x. And then its weapon, what was its weapon?
Okay.
Its weapon is Kingmaker, I believe.
Kingmaker.
Let me look at that one and see, because that one was worth
I will check it too.
88C. But what Kingmaker does is it makes nearby allies, so all my zombies, they get like fortified, they get increased damage, like they get all sorts of buffs.
I used this item on Standard League some time ago.
Yeah, it's a really good item just overall, but right now it's on my Guardian. And if my Guardian dies, it's gone.
Yeah, I
but
know.
luckily, because of the Mask of the Stitched Demon and how much strength I have and how much and whatnot, the Guardian just can't die because it has too much health. Or it has too much. Yeah, it's really strong.
The animated Guardian is also minion, right?
Yes, it is a minion. My animated Guardian's life. My animated Guardian has a total of 35,000 life.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, and it right now that Guardian takes 25% less damage, and I mean it's just really good. And they probably have, I can't really check, but I'm pretty sure I have them having capped resistances too. So like he's just really tanky.
Yeah.
Which is good because if he dies, I lose almost 3x. So it's a gamble.
It's not about 3x right now, you know.
Yeah.
It's less than 1x.
Well, yeah. The weapon is less than 1x, but its helmet is almost 2x.
Okay.
And then the body, I didn't spend too much on the body actually. All the other pieces were they were around 10 chaos, I think. So it's around 3x.
Yeah, you should use this skill to body too, right? You have to equip this
My spirit is spent.
mob, right?
Yeah, so it's the mob is on my helmet.
Yeah.
But because my helmet, it's the Baron helmet, so it increases. I have minion life increase. It does socketed minion gems level up. And then with that gem, I have socketed to it blood magic and meat shield. What blood magic does is blood magic is more for my specters, because if you have specters that use skills, for instance, mine do. I have 4 specters total. The specters, I have 2 of them giving me buffs. They're giving me frenzy charges, and the other one's giving me power charges. And then one of them is casting Enfeeble on the enemies, weakening their damage. And then one of them is taunting the enemies, weakening their damage. So it's supposed to help me live longer. But I have to have blood magic supported for those so that they can use them more often. So my specters are actually using to do those skills. Instead of using mana, they're using their life. But they can't die really because I just have them so tanky and just they have really good life steal, all that stuff. And then like my zombies, I have 11 of those right now. Eventually I'm supposed to get up to I think 13 or 14. I'm a little ways away from that still, but I'll eventually get it. But my zombies, each zombie of mine has 25,000 life, and they life steal 1.55% of their damage. They life steal. They leech as life. So they almost never.
How much is it?
I don't know their exact damage because the zombies are really hard to calculate because Path of Building doesn't show their actual damage.
I know.
Path of Building's kind of dumb like that. But
same for Impale.
Yeah. Eventually, Impale is really hard for Path of Building to know. But eventually I'm supposed to do, I think, let's see what. I think my zombies are supposed to do about 1,000,000 damage each eventually. Right now they're not quite there. I can tell they're not. But there's a couple more items I gotta try to work on. I gotta get a little bit better rings. My belt could use a little work, but there's always room for improvement. I would say my zombies probably do 500k each, and there's 11 of them. So they're leeching, 5,000 health or so every hit, So like they don't die as long as they have somebody to hit.
Not only life regain is working on your minions, but also life leech. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's life leech. Yep. So, and also I have these jewel socket. I have, I think, 2 of them right now that give me a total of 1% more life leech for them. And I increased their health by like 20% total with these 2 jewels total. So they're getting like, almost anywhere from 5 to 10,000 health per hit whenever they're hitting mobs. So as long as my zombies have mobs to hit, say a boss or just mobs, they won't die. The only way my zombies ever die is if anything's able to hit 25,000 in one shot, which not much stuff can. I will say Delirium League has done it before. I don't know what hit me, but they have killed a couple zombies before. Yeah. I don't know what the heck it was. Yeah, so I think
Delirium can one-shot your minions. Yeah.
The only minions they can almost, I don't think they one-shot. I think it was like a 2 or 3 shot. I think what happened was,
but it's enough.
It was enough.
2 or 3 shots and 25,000 of.
Yeah. I think what happened was there was a couple mobs doing it. I don't know what type of damage it was. It might have been chaos because I don't think they have good chaos resistance, but there was some mob that I think just ganged up on 1 or 2 of them and just really wrecked them. But no, my what's it called? Animated Guardian though. My Animated Guardian will regenerate. So what my Animated Guardian's helmet does is it has no maximum life increase from strength, which is a little sad, but it's not too bad. But what it does is it's for every energy shield it has, it will for every 500 energy shield, actually I should say, it gets 1% life per second regenerated. And I have a chest plate. The body just it's a good rare. It had tri-resistance, and it had energy shield on it. But what it had was it had a thing on it that made 10% of its health go to energy shield. So 10% of 35k is 3,500 energy shield, and that was added on to like an already 500 energy shield from other stuff. So it regenerates like 4% of its life every second, which is enough that I never see its health go down. It's constantly getting its health back. Nothing can do that consistently. Nothing can hit 4,000 or so health consistently like that. So I don't really have to worry about that dying. The only thing I have to worry about is, have you ever done a Hall of the Grandmasters or Hall of the Masters or Heroes? I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? Hold on, let me look.
Hall of the Grandmasters.
Is that it? Yeah, Hall of the Grandmaster. Have you ever done one of those? Those are insane. I've never completed one.
Me too. I tried, but
I tried one too. But do you know why that one is so insane? What it does is Hall of the Grandmasters. All of the bosses, all of the exiles you fight there are player builds.
Yeah.
Completely player builds. And you have to think about how crazy player builds are. So, because some of those player builds, because what it does is let's see.
Some of them costs about 200 exalts.
yeah. Some of them are insane. And what it's doing is, and it's not just one of them. It'd be okay if it was just like 1 versus 1. You could probably manage that on some builds or sometimes. Yeah. But what it is each door on the Grandmasters thing, there's 4 halls. Hall of Heroes, Eternal, Fallen, whatever. Each hall has 50 Grandmasters in it. Each door. So you end up fighting 200 grandmasters total, which is 40 waves, because they do it in waves. So it's not like they're not throwing 50 at you at once, but they do it in waves. But either way, that's still a lot of people to be fighting.
Yeah, and you have to be prepared for.
Yeah, there's grandmasters using some just broken build. So
Insane.
yeah, it's not easy. It's definitely rewarding, but it's not easy. Tier 11 map, but it's probably the hardest map almost in the game. You can get lucky in one though and go against pretty bad builds. Well, not bad builds, but builds that are worse than yours. But all it takes is a couple builds that are better than yours to just destroy you.
Yeah.
I went against one build with a buddy of mine. We both tried to go in, and there was this one build. We were doing fine, actually. We were killing a lot of them, but then we ran into this one build that we don't know what it was, but it could not kill it. Our damage did nothing to it. Literally nothing. Its health never dropped. And we do not know why or what build that was, but we had to leave. We just couldn't kill it.
Yeah. So, by the way, today I saw Delirium boss, and I couldn't
Damage it.
damage it. Yes, because there was
Delirium
a
bosses
lot
are
of
really tanky,
life
too.
regen.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the bad. Yeah, that's the hard thing about Delirium is sometimes the modifier they get is life regen or something like that, and if
Yeah.
you get one of the bosses with that, they can be rough. They can be really tanky.
And considering that I'm using impale overpowered mechanics,
Yeah,
and I can't damage it. What?
yeah, yeah. No, I with my build, I haven't ran into any Delirium bosses yet that I haven't been able to kill, but I'm also only up to tier 10 maps right now, and once I get into red maps, I'm gonna have to start being really careful doing deliriums because I might just die. My minions won't. My minions won't die. Here's the thing: is my minions are at the point where they can't die really, or they not easily, really not easily. Especially my specters and my animated guardian, they can't die. They're too overpowered. My zombies, every now and then one of them will die, and I don't know what from half the time, but well, see, I think what happens is, so for every 500 life, I can summon another zombie. I have 1,000, every 500 life, one zombie, yeah. And I have 1,000 life. So I get 2 zombies from that. I think what happens is I'm barely at the 1,000 mark. I have like 1,056 strength or something like that. So every now and then, I think one of the minions in there will debuff me, making me have like 980 or whatever, and that will kill one of my zombies because I don't have the strength to summon the number anymore. I think that's what's happening half the time, but
Let me
yeah,
tell
they
you.
but every now and then one
See you
disappears,
soon.
and that's kind of scary because that's a lot of life to be disappearing. But
Yeah. Oh, I have a map which was dropped from map which I already completed, and it's sunken city, and it's incomplete map. Nice. I don't have to buy it.
yeah, that's good. What flasks do you use?
Flask?
Yeah.
Let me show it. 1 minute.
You're fine.
AFK.
You're good.
I thought someone is knocking to my door. I've checked it and no one. So flasks.
Yeah.
You can check it.
You got life, quicksilver, sulfur, and okay. So you're running 3 life flasks. That's interesting, because eventually, normally at the point of the game that you're at, most people will have 1 to no life flasks. Only because you should be at the point where you're able to sustain your life like in a different way, maybe with lifesteal or regen or
Leeching,
something,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Normally, because like with my build right now, I'm running 2 different types of granite flasks. Here, I'll just send them to you. Oh, that's the wrong person. Hold on. I just sent it to the last person I sold something to. Yeah, so these are my flasks right now. I have 2 different granite ones because I drank both of those and then use my molten shell. Because that gives me 6,000 armor from drinking both of those, and then because they're 2 different types of ones, so they stack on each other, and then I have a quicksilver, and then 1 hybrid for my health, and then a mana, which I'm gonna get rid of the mana because I don't even really use it, but I just haven't gotten rid of it yet.
Yeah, nice.
So if you find yourself not using health potions as much eventually, I would try to weed those out maybe. Maybe try to get a damage flask or resistances or something.
Lion's Roar. I have to buy this flask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, I would try to switch off of those, especially since you're at such an end game point because you're doing, red maps. By red map time, you should be starting to get near a finalized build almost, or closer. You shouldn't be final. No build is ever final technically. You can always add on to builds, but there's always better gear that you can find usually.
I'm going to buy alchemy. 33 alchemy ore by 9 cows. Nice.
The person I'm basing this build off of, though, kind of confuses me because my build, it's good right now. But the guy I'm basing it off of, he has very similar gear. He has a little bit better gear, but his armor and shield are just so much higher than mine. I don't know where he's getting it from. I have no clue. Because we have, as far as like armor goes from like our gear, we have like the same armor.
And do you have the same passive tree?
Yeah, almost. I have a few different, but that's just because I'm not his level yet. And maybe eventually I'll realize, oh, this is why he has so much. But right now, I have no clue.
So,
and, like, I survive well enough, but
what do you think about modificators, about monsters deal 100% extra physical damage as cold or fire or lightning?
So those
is it really
aren't bad? They're not that bad. They could it'd be different if it said like chaos. If you ever see one that says maybe chaos, which I don't even know if that's a common modifier or if it is one, honestly. Because the bad thing about chaos is if you normally don't have max chaos resistance, you might. I don't know what your situation's like. I know I don't. Most builds don't get it just because it's too hard to get.
Yeah.
But chaos also goes through shield, and like chaos is just nasty.
Yeah.
But with element resistances, like say they do 50% physical extra, or even 90% physical as extra cold. You gotta if you have capped resistances, you're blocking out 75% of that anyway. Still,
I'm just
so
thinking
it's
about.
but it's not gonna be bad.
I'm just thinking about to run this map.
Alright, let me check it.
Maybe it's okay.
That's not gonna be too bad. The players have less armor. That's gonna hurt a little bit. At 30% less armor is gonna. You're gonna notice that when you go to use shield, but it shouldn't be too bad. 30% less isn't too bad. It could be worse.
Yeah. So I will reroll this.
I mean, it's not that bad. I would do it personally, but that's just because my build, I can just run away and hide while my minions kill stuff. I have a very low maintenance build for the most part. I do die sometimes, but it's not often, but that's just because I don't have to be in front and stop. I never have to stop moving. I can always be moving with my build.
I will run this map.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. The lightning might hurt though if you're only if you're what's it called? If your resistances aren't capped. But if your resistances are capped, that'll be fine.
Yes, all kept.
That's good.
All
Because like I said, most monsters damage in a map, and I'm not gonna say all because there's definitely physical. A lot of the times that you see big hits, like very painful hits, it's normally not physical damage. It's normally elemental in some way, and those ones just hurt regardless. Like it's hard to get around some of those hits not hurting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wouldn't worry too much about the added extra physical or whatever.
So where is my exalt?
I haven't gotten an exalt in quite some time. I'm just pretty lucky at getting drops usually though, because like most people don't even get an exalt until they're in red maps.
You die rather well.
But I've gotten all mine from like tier 7 maps. I've gotten a total of like 5 I think this week.
Only 3 by now.
There was hope for you before. No longer.
Veritana. So the map is running very well right now.
That's good.
Yeah. Without delirium. I'm using delirium in the end of the map. If this map is incompleted for me. Yeah, you was right about Val, Molten Shell.
Yeah, it'll help you live a lot more. Just you just
Yes.
gotta use it in between while you're waiting for the normal one still, but it'll help you live a lot more. It's a very useful Val skill.
And is it working? I linked this Val Molten Shell with custom damage taken. Yeah? And is it...
The Val part won't, I don't think.
Val...
The other one should, though. The Molten Shell one will.
Val is not working with this,
Yeah.
right?
The Val skill won't. The one that takes souls, that one you still have to use yourself. But, the scary
Custom
thing
damage
about
taken
custom-
will trigger only usual version Molten Shell,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the scary thing with cast when damage taken is that make sure you don't level that up too high, which you might already know.
Yeah,
Because
I
if you
know.
level up that too high, it's gonna not proc until you're almost
Yeah,
dead.
I know how to trigger it, yeah.
Okay, good. Because I've seen people accidentally, and I've accidentally leveled up too high, not thinking, and it's not good. Because then by the time it ever procs, it'll just kill you.
Yeah. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, when I tried to use DD, how can I say it in English? This short version of skill. Cast when damage taken. CVDT.
Cast when damage taken? Yeah.
Okay, CVDT. So 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't understand how it worked, and I died a lot of times because of.
Really? Yeah, no, I've done that with cast when damage taken, and then there's another one too. Cast when damage taken, and then cast on crit, maybe. I don't know. I've actually messed up those cast win things. Some of them are really iffy because you have to be careful leveling them, because some of them will say stuff like for cast when damage taken, if you level up too high, it's like will proc whenever you take 4,000 damage, or like, you know, something high. Or and also you gotta be careful not to level up the skills that it's used on too, because you'll see some of I think cast when damage taken is like this, where it'll say it only works on skills under the level like 57 or whatever, and you'll see that eventually your skill gem on your other one, if you level it up too high, will go past that level and stop being used.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful not to level up your gem that it's being used on too high. I don't know. It's just the more you know type thing. It can get dangerous.
Oh, Cassia.
Oh.
Waiting, one more map will open. Portal fight the hunter. Oh, cool. I haven't fought the hunter yet.
Hunter? You have to redeem it? You have to kill it?
Yeah, well, here in a minute I will. I've fought all the other ones many times, like and whatnot, like the Conqueror and stuff like that, but I just haven't fought the hunter yet. Or no, I haven't fought. No, actually, I haven't fought the Conqueror yet. I said that wrong. I meant like whatever, all the other guys. The Conqueror, you have to fight all of them a certain number of times, whatever. Before. I'll do an alpha mission.
I'm killing the boss of tier 16 level, and it's really fast.
Nice. Yeah, killing things isn't my issue. I have a similar issue. I can't survive half the time. That's only because there's certain things that'll hit me that I just wasn't ready for, I guess. But the Valmont shield has definitely made a big difference for me too.
I was died.
That's
I was
always
died
scary.
by rare monster, not the boss.
Yeah. Sometimes those rare monsters are stronger though,
Yeah.
because they have certain modifiers that are really hard. Yeah, I gotta be careful of physical reflect also though. I can't do physical reflect.
Yeah, because your minions will die.
Yep. And if my minions die, I can't do any damage. So, and when my minions die, I die because they're not healing.
Yeah.
Because I get lifesteal from my minions. So.
Yeah. Map is completed. Nice. And right now we can return to Cassia.
The hard, so if you ever are doing deliriums or just a map that's all delirium and stuff, the biggest thing also to help you stay alive is you don't want to stand in one spot too much, because there's a lot of like suicide bomber people that'll just charge at you and just explode pretty much, and those will hurt really bad.
Yeah.
I've had to learn that the hard way many times.
It's put out new mycelium. New roots. It's branching exile.
I was working on a new build earlier, and man, it's so hard after getting to mapping to go back to do another build, just because you're so slow, it seems like.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's what it is for me, at least. I just feel like I'm a slug.
I was fucked up with this with this blight encounter. Shit. I messed up some portal with monsters.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, with blight encounters, I actually
You actually what?
I don't put down any of the like turrets and stuff because my minions just kill everything for me. But if I do a blight map, I do have to because those ones are hard.
I have right now a blight map, but it's costs about 13 chaos, and
Yeah.
I think I will complete this after I will get a Star Forge.
Yeah.
To be
Blight
sure
maps
that
can
I
be
will
very
complete it.
good though.
Yeah.
Well, because the oils and stuff, some of those oils you get are worth like 30 chaos.
It's without any oils.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, so whenever you do the blight map, you can get a reward, and that reward can be the oils, and those oils can be expensive.
Yeah.
But
I will show this map right now to you.
And also the oils can be really useful because I have a spot on my tree that I saved. I got back like 9 points that I undid so that I after putting in the like I have my amulet. Oh, nice. That's a tier 15 blight. Actually, I've
Yeah.
never done that one. I don't think. That's because I didn't do the blight league. I was gone for the blight league.
Yeah. So I have to complete 2 more maps. Summit map. Summit map. It's tier 16. Summit map. Search. 9 chaos, really? Elemental equilibrium, enfeeble, reflect physical. No, thank you.
Yep. Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could do reflect physical. I just can't. A lot of builds can't though. It's common not to be able to do reflect physical. And the builds that can't do reflect physical, they can't do reflect element. So there's always one type of map that builds can't do for the most part.
Some guy are selling with elemental reflect.
The elemental reflect ain't dangerous. At least not for me. It's not. But
It's okay for me too.
yeah.
Someone please. I'm spamming.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I have to do when well, sometimes. Sometimes whenever I'm trying to buy stuff, people just never respond
Yeah.
at all. Or
Same.
they'll respond like 10 minutes later and I don't even remember why I messaged that person.
No, I'm not waiting. I'm spamming till someone
Yeah.
is inviting me.
I don't blame you. funny. That's what I do half the time. Sometimes I'm more patient and I'll just try like one person and I'll just be like, okay, I'll get it later.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they'll message back and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do it. But most of the time, yeah, when I want something, I just spam.
You just said, and I notified that I'm spamming the same player.
Oh no, yeah, I've done that too. I freaking I was spamming this one I wanted this one item really bad and I sent like 8 messages and I was like, "Oh my god, why aren't these people responding?" And I looked and it was the same guy. So I whispered to him, I said, "Holy shit, how many of these do you have?"
Nice.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. That's the problem with buying maps is what people will do is they'll make like their map tab public pretty much, and then you just see all of their maps, and it doesn't. I mean, it makes sense because like if I had my map tab public right now, I have some maps that it would show up 9 times for that one map, just because I have so many of that same map.
Mm.
But yeah, that's funny.
No one is going to sell this map for me. What's a shit? 11 chaos right now.
Let's see.
So high price, really. I have 45 chaos maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how much I have. Oh, I have quite a bit, but that's because earlier I sold one of my Exalt for Chaos, just because I needed some Chaos orbs. So.
Yeah. I bought this. Nice. Where's my chisels? Where's my alchemy? Enfeeble, many totems, monster damage, hexproof, extra physical damage is lightning. Nice. Iceland, like iceberg.
You pursue my tower yet again.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I just saw my chance to impale. Do you know?
Say what?
I just saw my chains to impale.
You sold them?
I just saw. See the value. It's 119%.
Oh.
So every my hit
Yeah.
is impaling.
Nice.
Almost every.
Yeah.
Are you running map 2?
Right now I'm just sitting. I'm just looking up items and such at the moment, just to look at prices.
You want to improve your gear right now?
I mean, my gear. The only way I can improve my gear right now has been several exalt on each slot. So. Because the only thing I need to improve is right now there's a certain type of like rare boots I need to go for. It's the two-toned ones, obviously, the like purple ones that are lightning and fire, or no, cold and fire, I think. I don't know. But I need like, you know, movement speed, strength, the works on it, and for a really good pair of those, it's like an exalt, 2 exalt or so, for like a pair that I want. So I'm better off just trying to find some probably for now. I just like to look at the market to see for like, to try to keep an eye out on what I should be looking for and selling.
I understand. Yeah.
And also, I just got bored of running maps for a moment. I'm probably gonna go do some delving. I haven't done much delve on this league. I need to get some progress.
Me too. I just run delve to complete the mission from Nico. That's all.
I like delve.
Me too, yeah.
But I don't like getting to the level I'm supposed to be at in delve, because I hate that I have to work. Like right now I'm like level 88, and you know, the delve that I'm at right now is only 70. So like I don't want to try to get down on that. It just takes a while.
For me, it's really hard right now to reach 19 level, and I'm going to. I think I will not reach this level till delve.
Yeah.
So I'm going to. Oh no! Shit. I saw that it was awakened impale support was dropped, but no. It was my dreams. Here it is, the arena. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Die. Errors pierce an additional target. Yeah, it was connection error.
They are using you. Everyone is simply
They are using
you.
you. Everyone is simply using you. Do you know if we have a possible opportunity to kill this boss, the Delirium boss? No?
I have no clue. I haven't found out yet about that.
Hello. Welcome. Fate awaits you.
Fate awaits you. Why I'm running tier 16 and I have tier 6 maps dropped? So Redeemer undefeated. Huh. I already finished all newest tier maps. Even unique maps, yeah. And in which town are you living?
Which town?
Yeah.
I live in a small town in Missouri. It's like in the middle of the United States.
Uh,
Yeah.
and you have a work, right?
Yeah, I deliver mail, and so I work for the government.
Uh-huh.
But when the fox finished one hunt, there was always
Well, right now I don't have to work, but
a slave
normally I
to
would.
Uh-huh. Nice.
A lot of jobs are being closed right now here though because
I was killed by Inferno Bolt.
oh.
So tired of this one-shot mechanics.
Yeah, it's rough.
Maybe they have to add some message notification, I don't know, which will just notify you from which mob
You died.
You died, yes, from which skill or something, and which
Like,
damage
what
was dealt to you, etc.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, because it's, and also I written some message to GGG to add the, so someone want to buy Bramble Glimmer Medium Cluster Jewel by 5 chaos. Okay. So I messaged to GGG and I suggested to add some very good thing. So you know, some time ago I played Dota 2, and there are, how can I say it, mob in test mode. You can put this mob to map and hit them, and this mob will shows how much damage you deal to him. and I
Yeah.
asked GGG to
So,
add some
like a
NPC
training dummy.
to add some NPC to your hideout, and to hit this NPC and calculate your DPS. I think it
Yeah.
will really good because right now I
that'd be a
don't
good
know.
idea.
Huh?
So, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I know. You can just use your, for example, impale build and hit this NPC maybe for 10 seconds, yeah, and after this 10 seconds you can tell, okay, I'm dealing 10 millions DPS, yeah, or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I get you. Be a good idea. And GGG listens to their consideration.
Yeah.
Just make a forum post about it and try to get other people to be like, yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah, maybe you're right, and I will put some posts to Reddit, maybe, and I will
Yeah,
create
because
new posts.
GGG actually listens to their community. That's one thing I like about them. That's why I've supported them so many times.
Yeah, I think many people will vote to this post.
Probably. I want to see why not. It's a good idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. It's I mean it's in a lot of games. So it's not like it's uncommon thing to have in a game too.
Because I
Like
think,
every MMO has it almost.
yeah, I think it's not very difficult because as you're running maps, they already have calculating functions, etc. Right? You just need to create, how can I say, immortal NPC. That's all.
What it would be is it would be an NPC with constant regenerating. And what it would do is like it would have like, you know, 200 million health, whatever, something ridiculous that you can't one shot. And it would have constant regenerating health. And then what it would do is say you hit it for 4 seconds. It could tell you you did this much damage in 4 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, something like this.
Yep. It would be very possible. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do it, but at the same time, they probably have, you know, hundreds of people being like, "Hey, this is a good idea. Hey, this." Probably have to unless a lot of people say one thing's a good idea, which I say like a forum post or something would help.
Yeah.
They won't do anything. But that's just because they probably get so many people a day that are like, "Hey, this is a good idea."
I'm really excited, and I will create this post, and also I will put link to you.
Right on.
Send the link to you.
Yeah, I'll at least comment on it, be like, "Hey, yeah, that's a good idea," and then other people try to.
I just remembered it because I was written this message maybe 1 year ago. Whoa, 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 so ton of damage. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So scary. I just opened up Legion encounter. so easy. Oh, someone. You. Okay.
I'm gonna have to go for a bit. I got a few things I gotta do.
Yeah,
I'll talk to
okay.
you later, dude.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Have fun,
Peace.
you. See you. Вот так. Пообщались с человеком. Блин, забавный. Чувак прикольный. Веселый, знающий. Прям вылитый америкос. Так, ща подойду. Два хаоса. Пять хаосов. Брамбл. Брамбл Глиммер. Медиум кластер. Давай.
Let me tell your
Нет, let me, блядь, tell your future. Подожди, ну это 82-й левел, очень хороший.
I will see you again.
По-хорошему лучше вот эти все продать. Джевела. Которые вот эти вот отстойные. И ни о чёмные. Их никто не покупает, видишь, вообще похер на них. И вот эти.
Welcome.
Пошли в жопу. Кстати, нет,
Fate
подожди.
awaits you.
У меня задание там завалить, что-то там надо. Или нет? Где? Level Jam. Странно, ну ладно. Давай я тут вот эти удалю. А вот с этими у меня они вызывают подозрения. А красоту навести. Вот так вот как-то. Так. Камни сюда. Ветки джевела сюда. Амулеты сюда. Карты сюда. Амулет сюда. Кольца сюда. 9. Давай этого 9.
Got my eye on you.
Got my eye on you.
May your maps be.
Ой, все окей. Здорово.
A worthy opponent.
Я левел получу, я рефакторю. Зарефакторю, короче. Скиллы свои немножко, которые касаются life recovery. Потому что мне они нужны. Ну, смотри, что-то изянский так-то проходит.
Welcome. Time has no meaning here. Your pain will be endless.
Ну иди сюда. Воу.
I shall free you.
О-хо-хо-хо. Вот это жестко, слушай. Никак не ожидал такого развития событий.
I shall free you.
Что? Как так-то? Я не понимаю. Что я должен сделать, чтобы она меня не убила? Кто скажет? Блять, серьезно? 2 портала, блять, осталось. Я не хочу снова что-то делать там с этой дурой. Да серьезно? Что за хуйня? Блять, что за хуйня?
I shall free you.
Что дальше? Enter the map portals in your hideout that lead to Veritana Citadel.
Learn anything new?
У меня еще одна есть попытка или что, я не могу понять. Я вообще не очень понимаю, в чем прикол.
I shall free you.
Да блять. Дальше что?
Unfortunately, we've lost track of one of the exile citadels. Again. I'm sure Kira could be of help there. Stay safe.
Это пиздец, ребята, блять. С каких пор она, блядь, она ни разу не вызывала у меня проблем. Ни разу. Блять, ни разу она не вызывала у меня проблем. Аль-Хизми, блядь. Аль-Хизмин у меня вызывал кучу проблем. Но эта дура... Ну, блядь. Никогда. Просто пиздец. Это жесть. Реально. Надо вырубить, короче.